ship.
With what?
With ship.
With what?
With ship.
How did we get to America? On ships, right? So did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall coming as a thief in the night. What? As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night.
Right.
The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back.
Right.
Nobody knows.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
What?
For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right? The wisdom of the Lord, man, right? And the wisdom of life is more moving than any emotion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man, right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man, right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed, right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle, right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man. Right?
Oh, you're going crazy.
We all family up here. So what the brother was bringing out and what we doing for the people is we explaining to them who we are according to what God said. Because isn't that what matters at the end of the day? It's about what the Most High God called us. Everything else, truth be told, it's irrelevant. Right? So we're going to go into the Bible. We're going to show and explain, not just show, but explain who we are according to what God said. Can we do that for y'all? All right, cool. Go to the book of Zechariah chapter 7, start at verse 9.
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 7 and verse number 9. It reads thus.
Bring it out.
Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, execute true judgment.
Right, so this is the Most High God speaking into a specific group of people. Okay? Read.
And shew mercy and compassions every man to his brother, and oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor.
Right.
And let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart.
Right, so these are certain instructions that he's given to this particular group of people. Go ahead.
But they refuse to hearken.
So this particular group of people who God is speaking to, they refuse to listen to the commandments or the instructions that he gave to them. Read.
They refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder.
And then what?
And pulled away the shoulder.
Go ahead.
And stopped their ears, that they should not hear.
Like they said what?
That they should not hear.
Read.
Yea, they made their hearts as an adamant stone.
Right, became hard-headed as a people. Right? They didn't obey what the Most High God was telling them to do.
Right.
Remember, this is a specific group of people he's talking to. Give me Daniel chapter 9 and verse 11.
The book of Daniel, chapter 9 and verse number 11.
Bring it out.
And it reads thus. Yea, all Israel.
All who?
All
So
Israel.
that specific group of people who's being talked about as requiring and receiving these specific instructions is going to tell you. Read it one more time.
All Israel
Go ahead.
have transgressed thy law.
That did what?
Have transgressed thy law.
Broke the covenant, broke the law, didn't listen. Read.
Even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice.
See that the same sentiments are being used. They didn't obey. Right? They committed iniquity. They went away from what the Most High God gave to them. Go ahead.
Therefore, the curse is
The what?
The
It
curse.
said, therefore, the curse. So these particular group of people whose name was Israel and is Israel, it said, therefore, the curse, what?
Is poured upon us.
It said, therefore, the curse is poured upon us. This is Daniel speaking. Daniel was an Israelite. He said, because we didn't listen, now it's a curse put upon us.
Right.
Right? Read.
And the oath that is written in the law of Moses,
Listen, in the oath that is written in the law of Moses. Right, Reed?
the servant of God, because we have sinned against him.
So let's go to the law of Moses and see specifically what those things were. Right? Because remember, they said the Israelites was being hard-headed. They didn't listen. They stopped their ears. They disobeyed God. Daniel said the same exact thing that Zechariah was saying. Right? Read. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 45.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 45.
Bring it out.
Moreover, all these curses
Remember, we keep hearing that word curse. Read.
shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee.
This is the same thing that Daniel was speaking about when he said, therefore the curse is poured upon us and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, because it came from the law. It came from when the Most High God gave the Israelites the commandments and said, do these things.
Right.
Did they listen? They didn't listen, right? Okay, so let's see what the result of that was. Go ahead.
And overtake thee, till thou be destroyed,
Right.
because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Go ahead.
to keep his commandments,
Man, you would think we keep hearing not hearkening, not listening, disobeying. You gotta say, man, these are a hard-headed group of people, man.
Right.
Read.
and his statutes which he commanded thee,
ahead.
and they shall be upon thee for a sign,
For a sign.
and for a wonder,
And for a wonder.
and upon thy seed
Here's one of
forever.
the points. It said it's going to be upon this particular group of people for a sign and for a wonder, and upon their seed forever. Meaning, them disobeying what the Most High God gave to them, this sign, which is the curse, is going to always be upon this particular group of people. So let's read one of those signs. All right, go to 54.
Verse number 54.
Bring it out.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Right, so this particular group of people called the Israelites, it said their eye were going to be evil toward their brother. Right? What people would you say have a strong disdain for each other on the face of the earth? For their own people. Right. Right, so-called African Americans, so-called black people. The reason we say so-called is because remember, that's not what God called us, but that's what our oppressor's name is. Right? So, you're right. Our people, right? Go ahead.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom.
Unfortunately, right, the men's in the household is not treating the woman how they're supposed to be treated nowadays. Right? Real love and real affection is lacking in our community.
Right.
You understand? From a marital standpoint, from a respect standpoint, and from a, hey, I just love my neighbor standpoint as well. Go ahead.
And toward the remnant of his children,
And toward the remnant of his children, go ahead.
which he shall leave.
Unfortunately, it's a group of people on the face of the earth who are growing up at an alarming rate in single-parent households. Whether that be because the father leave, or whether that be because of the system kind of caught up with the pops and now he incarcerated, or whether that be because he died, or whatever the case may be. Point is, guess what? They're not present in the households like they should be. They're not present in the lives of these children like they should be. But remember, this is a curse that the Most High said that he was going to put upon this particular group of people, right? And I would assume y'all would agree that, right, that kind of fit our people, right? Sound like us to a T so far, right? Now let's get the last one, right? 68.
Verse number 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Right, now that word Egypt goes into bondage, slavery, captivity, or two straits. Two straits is an ancient way of saying stuff between a rock and a hard place. You understand? Right, so let's read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
Bondage, slavery, captivity, go ahead.
again
Say it again, how?
with ships.
Said with ships. Now, it wasn't a coincidence why our people suffered from the slave trade and why we got taken into all the different parts of the world through slavery, transatlantic slave trade, sub-Saharan slave trade, Silk Road slave trade, so on and so forth. That was a curse.
Right.
Because that didn't happen to everybody on the face of the earth, did
Right.
it? No, it happened to a particular group of people. And remember, all the scriptures that we read, and this is the Most High God speaking about a what? A particular group of people. What's that particular group of people? Right. It's us.
Right.
What do they call us? Right? Are we African Americans? Because remember, that term just got created in 1988.
Right.
So you will have people on the earth who are older than African American. Right? How can we be older than our nationality? That don't really make sense. Right? So we're not African Americans. Right? We're not black people. That's the color out of a crayon box. Right? We can't speak the language black. We can't go to a landmass called black. There's no heritage in being black. Even though we try to make the best of it, we try to as a people, but that's not what God called us though.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right? 29:1.
Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
He said to make with the children of Israel. So Moses spoke these things to the children of Israel. The children of Israel are the ones that were disobedient. The children of Israel were the ones, you understand, that was hard-headed, that disobeyed the laws, the covenants, that are suffering now and all the way still in 2025. Because remember, in Deuteronomy, we read that what? That it was going to be upon the seed for a sign and for a wonder forever. Meaning we was always going to be able to identify who this is talking about based off of the what? The curses. Those are the signs, unfortunately. Right? So as a result, what's the point of what we're saying? We're saying, right, that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are God's chosen people. Right? We're the children of the Most High God. We are the chosen people. Now, some people might say, well, it don't seem like we chosen based off of the things that we're going through, but that is a result of disobedience.
Right,
you said this was your mother, right? When you was younger and you didn't do, and she didn't do something, she was. When she was younger and you told her to do something, and she didn't do it, it was some type of consequence or action behind it, right? Guess what? That's the same way it is for us and the Most High God. We His children, right? We love saying we a child of God. But like I always say, we got to understand and remember the dynamic of a father and a child. So guess what? When we were disobedient unto God, the Most High God punishes us.
Right,
and that's exactly what we're living through right now. We're living through the punishment of the Most High God. Because like I always say, though, it's not going to be a giant belt that come out the sky and He whooping us. Nah, it don't work like that. He uses the nations to punish us for what we do. You understand? Because the Most High God created us to be, you understand, the standard. That's what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be the standard. We're supposed to be that sign of righteousness. But now the Lord said, you know what? I'm going to use these people to punish y'all. Ultimately, because why? Right? We said it over and over again. Why are we in this predicament that we're in as a people? So, right? The curse. Why did the curse come upon us?
Disobedience.
Right.
Period. Disobedience.
Right. So, with that being said, how do we get back in the good graces of the Most High God? When you was younger, and you may have messed up or something, and moms or pops was mad, right? You would try to do something to kind of get on their good side, right? For me, when I was younger, it was I clean up the whole crib before they get home from work. Because I know they mad, I know I just did something, you know, let me clean the house up real quick. Let me make sure there ain't no dishes in the sink. Let me take the meat out. I ain't gonna forget to do that. Right, let me make sure I do everything I need to do, right? And like manner, that's what it is for us nowadays. We need to do what? We need to make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do. What did the Most High God command us to do? Right, what did He command us to do? Right, go to the book of, actually, just go to Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12, and it reads thus.
Bring it out.
And now Israel,
Who the Israelites? Right, that's right. Read.
what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all His ways, and to love Him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
So He commanded us to keep the commandments of the Lord. Even Christ, when He came back on the earth, what did Christ say about the commandments? Right, give me that in John chapter 14 and 21. Let's see what Christ said about that. Because all the way in the Old Testament, guess what? He said what? What does the Lord thy God require of thee? To love the Lord thy God, to fear Him, right? Walk in His ways, to love Him, to keep the commandments of the Lord. Let's see what Christ preached when He was on the scene.
Book of St. John, chapter 14, verse 21.
Bring it out.
He that hath my commandments
Here you go. Here they go. That C word, that commandment word again. He that hath my commandments, go ahead.
and keepeth them,
And what?
and keepeth
Oh,
them,
they just know of them.
and keepeth them.
So the one that knows the commandments and do them, read.
He it is that loveth me.
The Lord said that's the one that loves me. Because how do you show love? Showing love is through actions. Right? I can't say, or somebody can't say they love y'all, but then they actually show something completely different.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, in like manner, that's how it is with us and the Most High. If we say we love the Lord, guess what we got to do? We got to show it. Right? We can't just say, I love you, Lord, to the top of your lungs, and then you whip out a blunt. Right? Or you start doing stuff that we ought not to do. Right? So, give me that in 1 Samuel chapter 2 and 3.
Book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2, and verse number 3.
Bring it out.
And it reads thus.
It's the book of 1 Samuel 2 verse 3, and it reads.
Bring it out.
Talk no more, so exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a God of knowledge.
Right.
And by Him actions are weighed.
So the Lord said by Him actions are weighed. See what I'm saying? That don't mean the Lord doesn't have mercy, the Lord doesn't have grace. We understand the mercy and the grace of the Most High. We need the mercy and the grace of the Most High.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because we in these fleshly bodies. But that doesn't mean we don't strive to keep the things that the Lord commanded us to keep. Right? So, like y'all understand now, as the Israelites, we got to begin to do what? Keep the commandments of the Lord to get back into good graces with the Most High.
Right.
Because we was never meant to be on the bottom.
Right.
You understand? We was meant to be that high-ranking, that status, that light. You understand? The brothers were going into that earlier. We was always meant to be that light, that standard that people should look at and say that is a wise and understanding people. You see what I'm saying? But we fell from that. So, we're going to get that right after this. So, with that being said, can we give y'all 2 commandments before y'all leave? Right? Because this is y'all journey on beginning to do something, which is walk in the ways of the Lord. Not only walk in the ways of the Lord, but according to how He taught us to. Right? Shalom, King. Peace, brother. Be safe while you're down here, King. Right? And so we got to teach y'all and teach the people, just like how we had to be taught how to walk in the ways of the Lord. Right? And when y'all doing these different things, y'all don't even understand how y'all actually helping y'all entire nation. You see what I'm saying? Because the more of our people that begin to walk in the ways of the Lord, the more of our people and the more of this captivity for us begins to change. What do I mean by change? This is not all God has to offer for us.
Right,
Mind
right.
you, we are living in the discipline of the Lord right now. We may be able to enjoy ourselves from time to time. Ooh, the Lord said, defraud not thyself of a good day. Nothing wrong. But we got to remember, this is not our rest. That's why the Lord said to depart, right? Spiritually, right? So let's get some commandments, right? Bring this up.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7, and it reads,
Bring it out.
in the swan,
Right? Y'all know what swine is?
in the swan, though he about the hook and be cloven to put it, yet he cheweth not the cud.
Right?
He is unclean to you.
Right? So the Lord said that swine was unclean to us as a people. Right? Pork, pig, right? Pepperoni, right? Pork sausage, so on and so forth. Pork bacon, pork ribs, hog maw, pork chop, right? The Lord said it's unclean to us as a people. Remember, we're the standard. We're supposed to be, at least.
Right.
The standard of what the Most High God set up. Go ahead.
It says, of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
So the Lord said, y'all my people, my children, y'all special unto me. I don't want y'all associating yourselves with something like pork.
Right.
Right? I care about y'all, I love y'all. Hey, I don't want y'all messing with pork. Right? It's an abomination. So with that being said, right, the Lord gave us commandment to not deal with the pork. Right? Do y'all eat pork? Right? I used to eat pork too years ago. Right? Years ago I used to eat pork too, but guess what? I found out these different things and how to truly love the Lord. And what did I do? I had to cut it off.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Plus, even on the anatomy side of things, it ain't really good for you for real.
Right.
That's why, like the brother brought out earlier, our people lead at high blood pressure, gout, high cholesterol, diabetes. We lead in all these categories, our communities. Why? Because we continue to indulge and eat the things that the Most High God told us not to eat.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So, right, y'all be willing to stop eating pork for the Lord, right? Make those steps to try to cut those things off. All praise to the Most High.
Amen.
Right? Let's read on. What about shrimp, crab, and lobster? Right, y'all be at Seafood Boil. Y'all be at Snow Crab, Juicy Seafood Crab. Yeah, Crab Shack. You be getting the bid. Your bid, yeah, you get the bid. They give you the gloves, just a bag of juice. Right, so look. People used to indulge in that stuff as well. But let's see what the Lord said about those things.
We know. It says, these shall ye eat of all their...
Give me verse 10.
Verse 10. It says, and all that have not fins and scales,
Right.
in the seas, and in the rivers, of all that not move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
So the Lord said if it don't have fins and scales, we can't mess with it. Right? That don't mean you can't eat, that doesn't mean you can't eat seafood. It's not what that's saying. That just means if it doesn't have fins and scales, we can't eat it. Right? So what's some fish that don't have fins and scales? I kind of named like 4 of them. Shrimp, crab, lobster. What's something that they all got in common with each other? They all dwell where? At the bottom of the ocean. The bottom of the ocean, bottom feeders. Their job is to clean the ocean. Right? They're a natural filter system. So with that being said, if people are taking billions of those fish out whose job is to clean the oceans, and then in the same breath, we complaining about the oceans getting dirtier and dirtier and different stuff like that and saving ocean life, well, we got to stop indulging in the things that clean it. You see what I'm saying? We gotta detach ourselves away from that. Right? Not to mention, if you eating the crab, you might as well eat a spider. Because, I mean, it ain't nothing but the sea version of a spider.
Right.
Got the same amount of legs, same thing. It's the same thing, essentially, right? And most importantly, the Most High God told us not to eat those different things. Because one thing y'all gotta remember is y'all royalty, right? So as royalty, we gotta treat ourselves as sons. I can't call myself a king, but then don't walk like one or act like one. You see what I'm saying? I can't want somebody to treat me like a king, but I don't act like one myself.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if we say that we princesses, queens, whatever the whole 9 yards, guess what? We gotta carry ourselves in that manner as well.
Right.
And carrying yourself in that manner is obeying the words of the Lord.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what it comes down to. Right? Now, last one, just to give y'all the first part of that, like I said, that doesn't mean you can't eat seafood. It just gotta have fins and scales. If it got fins and scales, you can eat it. Right? So what's the fish that got fins and scales? Salmon, bass, bluegill, whiting, perch, red snapper. Those are fish that got fins and scales. So you can still eat fish and different seafoods and stuff. But it gotta have fins and scales. If it don't, you gotta stay away from it. All right, sisters? All right, y'all be safe while y'all down here. We love y'all. Right? What did God call y'all? One more time before y'all leave. What did God call us?
Look, I'm his child. Look, I ain't gonna be nothing but his child.
Right.
I'm gonna call him when he needs.
Right. So if you,
I don't care what nobody else talking about.
right, that's your child, right?
Sure, and she can call me when she needs me.
Right.
Look,
What's her name?
That's Destiny.
Destiny. And
That's why.
you gave her that name, right?
Yes, I did. On
So
purpose.
when the Most High God created our people, right, and His children, He gave His children a name. What was the name that He gave to His children?
Did you tell me? I forgot.
Yeah. You remember, sister?
You remember what he told us?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
That's
she
right.
got it.
That's right. All right, so y'all be safe while y'all down here, all right?
Thank you, y'all. He giving hope out.
All praise to the Most High. Right? Go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6. I still want that. Yep. Right now, because our people got what's going on, family? Y'all trying to take a flyer for us? It's just a YouTube channel going into our history about who we are. All right, y'all guys, chosen people, family. Y'all be safe while y'all down here. We the Israelites, man, all right? Y'all be safe while y'all down here, family. Bring this out. 4.
Con, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 4.
Bring it out.
5.
Con, verse 5. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might,
And with what?
and with all thy might.
See, Christians, they Christians and people that say they believe in God and say they believe in the Bible, right? They even say they believe in this verse right here, but actions don't show it though. Right? What's going on, family? You trying to take a flyer, King? YouTube channel going into our history about who we are. I got you. There you go, brother. Y'all be safe while y'all down here, family, all right? They'll say they believe in this, right? But their actions show otherwise.
Right.
Right? Come look at the sharks. All right, take a flyer, King. You guys chosen people. They'll say they believe in this, but their actions show otherwise. Right? It said with all your might, you're supposed to love the Most High God. Love is an action word. Even in the New Testament, it tell you what that is. But our people, what? They don't want to do that though. They don't want to walk in those ways. They don't want to love the Lord with all their might. They want to love the Lord in word and in deed. I mean, just in word, no deed. They just want to love the Lord in word. Right? And then they want to make stuff rhyme, and then that's how they want to show the Lord that they love Him. Right? Give me that in the book of Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 31, man. Right? The Lord said what? The Lord said, talk no more so exceedingly proud, man. Right, go ahead.
Ezekiel 33, verse 31.
Go.
And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people.
And they what?
And they sit before thee as my people.
What's going on, family? They got 1 minute for one scripture. The Bible verse of the day. All right, y'all guys, chosen people. Y'all want to take a flyer? What's going on, sister? Y'all guys, chosen people. All right, y'all be safe while y'all here. Go ahead.
And they sit before thee as my people.
Right, it said they come before me and they sit before me as my people. Meaning what? They say they love God. They profess that they love Him. They say this. They say that. Oh, I know God. Oh, I know Jesus. So on and so forth. Marie.
Read on. And they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
What?
But they will not do them.
They hear the words, but they ain't gonna do them though, man. Not all people. But a lot of people, they come before the Lord, they so on and so forth, but they ain't gonna do it, man. Right, they ain't gonna do it. It's lip service.
Right.
Read.
For with their mouth they shew much love.
You said what?
For with their mouth they shew much love.
They can tell you about everything God did for them in their life. They can tell you what you supposed to do, right? But they don't want to do what the Lord told us to do, though. Right? Or what's required of us. Read. Read that one more time.
Come. With their mouth they shew much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
Right? Their heart go after what they want to go after.
Right.
Right? They got a mind of their own, man. That's how Jake is too, man, in the world. You got Jake walking past talking about bombs and tanks. He said bombs and tanks, bombs and tanks. When is Jake gonna realize, bruh? Go to Amos. We about to do this all over again. I don't even care. We about to do this all over again. Go to Amos chapter 6 and give me verse 8, right? And go to the book of Jeremiah 13, but start at verse 1. Hold on. I want this one first, yeah.
Book of Jeremiah, the 13 and verse 1, and it reads, Thus saith the Lord unto me, Go and get thee a linen girdle, and put it upon thy loins, and put not water, and put it not in water. So I got a girdle according to the word of the Lord, and put it on my loins. And the word of the Lord came unto me the second time, saying, Take the girdle that thou hast got, which is upon thy loins, and arise, go to Euphrates, and hide it there in a hole of the rock.
Right, so this nice girdle that Jeremiah has, right, the Lord told him to go put it in the dirt, man. Go hide it, go bury it in the ground. Read.
So I went and hid it by the Euphrates, as the Lord commanded me. And it came to pass, after many days, that the Lord said unto me, Arise, go to Euphrates, and take the girdle from thence, which I commanded thee to hide there.
Right.
Then I went to Euphrates and digged, and took the girdle from the place where I had hid it, and behold, the girdle was marred.
It was what?
It was marred.
It said the girdle was marred, meaning what? The girdle was destroyed, man. He took it from up off of him, and he put it in the dirt, and then guess what? He came back days later, and what happened? The girdle was destroyed. That's what happened when we separated from the Most High God. When we separated from the Most High God, we got put in the dirt. We got put in the dust. And without the power source, which is the Most High God, what happened, man? Hey, we was destroyed. We got marred.
Right.
You understand? It even told you that in the curses, meaning what? It said what? It said, until thou be destroyed.
Right.
And guess what? We've been destroyed as a people mentally, man.
Right.
We've been destroyed.
Right.
We are completely bugged out. That's why, and like we used to say all the time, that's why we don't need damn shackles and chains on us no more. Because Jake Eve destroyed mentally.
Right.
They said, look, they're going to destroy themselves at this point. Right. We done did enough damage to them until, hey, look, they don't even need this on them no more.
Right.
Only the ones that really, really, really act out, them the ones we got to kind of put in the dungeon.
Right.
Read.
Read on, and it says, the girdle was marred, and it was profitable for nothing.
It was what?
It was profitable for nothing.
It said it was profitable for nothing, and that's how our people are when we don't have the Most High God. We good for nothing. We good for, and Jake might say, man, you see all the things we do, all of it is vanity though.
Right.
Yeah, we the best basketball players, but it's vanity though. Yeah, we can sing, it's vanity though. Yeah, we can do all these different things, and it's vanity. Right? And vexation of spirit. What's going on, family? Trying to take a flyer, King? It's just a YouTube channel going into our history. Right? Said we good for nothing.
Right.
Right? Jake think we good for stuff because we can do all these different things and we can get money for it. If we can't entertain these white folk, they can give a damn about us, man.
Right.
That's all they look at us for, is entertainment. Just, it wasn't no different during slavery time. They get your best fighter against my best fighter. They go in the living room. They showed you that on Django. They was in there fighting. Fighting to the death. Right? They didn't even want to fight each other, man. They like, dang, I gotta do this to my brother, man. Right? What's going on, family? You got 1 minute for one Bible verse? All right, take a flyer then, Kings. Take a flyer. Right behind you. All right, y'all guys, chosen people, family. We the Israelites. Y'all be safe, all right? So look, they look at us like, man, if you can't make me some money, or if you can't entertain me, we don't got nothing for y'all. That's how they look at us as a people. Right? Where you from, brother?
Nigeria.
You Nigerian?
Yeah.
Right? You got 1 minute for one Bible verse? What's going on, family? You got 1 minute for one Bible verse?
So like in my mind, we're besties now.
All right, take a flyer there. Brother. All right, you guys, chosen people, King. We the Israelites. What's going on, brother?
Peace and love, brother.
What's your nationality?
I'm Moroccan.
Moroccan?
Moor.
You from Morocco?
That's where we at.
You said what?
That's where we at.
Oh, so you think you a Moor?
Yeah.
You a Moorish American?
No, not Moorish American.
So you
This
just
is Moor.
What's your ethnicity though? Before you changed your ethnicity?
As far as that black and white in traffic,
Well, what they call us, according to society,
They
what
say
would they label you as?
They would say black.
Okay, so black African American, right?
Right, but that's not what I am.
Right. We agree with it. We
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah.
We don't call ourselves by that either, though, for sure. So we on the same page when it comes to that, most definitely. So, do you believe in a higher power?
Yeah.
Okay, you
I ain't
believe-
create myself.
Right, for sure, 100%. So, do you believe in God then?
Multiple.
Multiple?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not monotheistic then.
Whatever that is, but no.
So, how many gods do you believe in?
Who knows? We don't know. He said, and God said, let us make man in our image and our likeness. I'm just saying that one verse, but I believe he made us like him, them, whatever. We don't.
So, you believe that it's not one Most High? Because
One.
that's what I'm at. I can clarify what I'm saying to you. I'm saying, do you believe that there's like a Most High God?
One individually, one singular.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay. So, obviously you read the Bible before, so we're going to go into the Bible and we're going to go to Genesis 1:1 real quick, just so we can deal with that.
Genesis 1 verse 1. and
Right,
it
because you're right. That is plural. Right? Go ahead.
says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
Right, so in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. That word God, right, in this particular context, in the Hebrew, it goes back to Elohim, which is plural. But the reason why it's saying Elohim is because, go to the book of Colossians 1:15. Right? Let me show you something.
Right. But Colossians chapter 1 and verse number 15.
Bring it out.
And it reads thus. Who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature? For by him were all things created.
For by him were all things created. So you have a Most High God, and then you have what you would call, you understand, well, what we would call Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and then you have the angels. So the Most High God, through the hand of who the world calls Christ, we call him Yahweh Shah, and the angels, these different things were created. That's what that we see now. So in Genesis 1:1, when it's saying Elohim, it's talking about Yahweh Shah and the angels doing the creating. All right, that's how we see it based off of the scriptures and the precepts.
So then what you said, if they both, if Allah, however you say it, and the angels are doing the creation, then who created the angels? So he created them to help them.
That's why I brought.
No,
That's good. That's a good question. But that's why I brought that out in Colossians. Yahweh Shai is the one that created the angels. You understand? He was the one that created the angels, and then they created the things that we see now. That's why I brought that out in Colossians 1:14 or 1:15.
Where can I get some deep study on this stuff?
Right here.
Not just stuff like.
No,
you know what I mean?
no, you good, John. You good. There you go. So, because we don't. There you go, King. Because we don't. And then, let me make this clear. This is not Christianity, so we don't have the same thought process. Right, we don't either. So we don't have the same thought process and so on and so forth as Christians do. Right, exactly. So that's that part though, right? The main thing that I want to bring to you is, obviously I know you believe in history, right? And the reason why, you said,
his story.
You can say that for sure on a couple of different things, right? But Go to the book of 2 Kings chapter 22 and verse 13. Right, because that's what. But the reason that I asked you, do you believe in like a most high God, is because
I didn't create myself.
Right. But the reason I asked that is because he gave us a name. He gave everybody a name. Right. He named his creations. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, what's the name that he gave to us? Because the names that we go by now is the people were created by men. You see what I'm saying? Like the thing that we agree on is we don't believe we black or African American and all that other
See,
stuff.
along with that, as far as names, first, this is what I tell people. First of all, this man doesn't have a name. Who he is known as is Khalil. I'm nameless. Because only businesses and corporations have names. If you really go deep and do some deep in study and research, who this man, who, what, when, where, why, and how was when they taught us back in the 70s in kindergarten. That's, if you don't have who, what, when, where, why, and how in an explanation, then it's not a complete explanation, if you will, or statement, or fact, or whatever you want to call it. So this man doesn't have a name. Who he is known as is Khalil. Peace and love, brother.
Okay. So with that being said, let's bring this out. 2 Kings 22 and 13.
It's the book of 2 Kings, chapter 22, and verse number 13.
Bring it out.
And it reads thus. Go.
Real quick, because obviously I know you love your people.
I love all,
Right.
man. Boy.
What you said? What?
I said I love everybody, man.
I'm talking about,
Yeah.
I'm talking about like our people though, specifically.
Uh,
Our brothers and sisters.
I don't care. You know, to an extent,
All I'm
degree.
saying, hold on. All I'm saying is, brother, you love your brothers and sisters.
Yes, and understand up for our rights and et cetera.
Right.
And all
That's
that.
all. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying. Right. Go ahead, bring this up.
It says, go ye, inquire of the Lord for me, and for the people, and for all Judah.
Right. So at one point in time, our people, we thought about us as a nation, not just us on an individual level, so on and so forth, but we would show love or show concern or care for us as a nation of people. Watch this. Read.
It says, go ye, inquire of the Lord for me, and for the people, and for all Judah, concerning the words of this book
It said concerning the words of this book. Read.
that is found. For great is the wrath of the Lord.
Would you agree that our people have gone through a lot of wrath throughout time?
Still lives today. Yeah.
You said what?
Still lives today. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So this is something that we're going through right now. He said, for great is the wrath of the Lord, read,
that is kindled against us, because our fathers have not hearkened unto the words of this book.
He said, because our fathers haven't hearkened unto the words of this book. The things that we go through, even still to this day, and even throughout history, was not a coincidence.
Well,
You see what I'm saying?
well-
It was. I got you. Right after this, I got you. It wasn't a coincidence. These things happen based off of. These things happen based off of something that happened prior. You understand? And then there was like a domino effect and different things. You see what I'm saying? So what we're trying to do out here is give people the reason behind why these different things happen to us as a people, and then trying to give them the answer on how do we fix it.
Right.
Because that's what we out here to do. We out here to give our people the answer to why we in this position, and then giving them the tools and the keys on how do we fix it.
Okay.
Right? Because we trying to build a nation right now.
You know, that's the only thing I want to say, brother. Then I'm out of here, and this is.
How you gonna mic drop me, brother?
No.
Okay,
I'm saying
okay.
we got we rolling and stuff.
Okay,
My
okay,
boy,
okay.
this is only my third time sitting in his life and stuff. We gotta go watch this. What I'm saying is, I want to help we the people as a whole. Watch this now. You heard me? I don't have a driver's license. I ain't where I'm biking. I don't have a license plate. I don't register no automobile. I'm feeding people knowledge on the website from another level, different level, no better level, higher level. But why we here right now? The slave master still got you with the driver's license. The slave, if you're not a driver, because a driver is one employed. A driver ain't just somebody who's driving behind the steering wheel. Passengers pay. They entrap us with the words of our mouth, and to the ignorance of our overstanding of what those words mean and when they say it. See what I'm saying? I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm not. No, none of that. All of that is death. Black is death. All that. I'm not black. I'm not black.
Right, we agree on that, brother. Like we agreed on that at the beginning.
Yeah.
But we do have a God-given nationality, though.
Yeah. What is
Right,
it?
because we descend from a bloodline of people.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And so what we're trying to get to you is who we are. That's why I said. That's why we was just bringing up these different things, trying to build to that point. I'm gonna give it to you with this scripture right here. Right. Give me Deuteronomy 28:68. Right to the point.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68, and it reads,
Bring it out.
and the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt.
All right, I'm gonna speed it up. Egypt goes into bondage, slavery, captivity. Go back to the Hebrew word Montazarium. Right. Go ahead.
again with ships.
Right? It said again with ships. So this was a prophecy that this particular group of people named the Israelites will go into slavery via slave ships. Right? Did that happen to everybody on the face of the earth? Did everybody go into slavery on ships? Or was it a particular group of people? Of course not. Right, a particular group of people, namely our ancestors. Right? We're a product of that. So with that being said, so far, there's got to be talking about who? So far. Got to be talking about us. Right? Let's read on.
Again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Exactly how he said it. That's how it's going to happen. Go on.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And their ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you.
That word buy goes back to redeem, because we still in the landmass in which we was forcibly taken to. Right? So we haven't been redeemed out of this captivity. Right? And if we want to leave, we got to get a passport. Right? With that, all that being said, this is the last thing. Read on.
Read on. It says, these are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
It said with the children of Israel. So Moses told the Israelites, the children of Israel, that they will go into slavery via slave ships. That obviously happened to our ancestors, and we're a product of that. So by default, it got to be talking about us as those who? As those Israelites.
And agreeing upon that is simply because of what my realization is my mama's, my daddy, all of them is within myself.
I mean, we are our ancestors, right? So
sometimes thought come to your mind and you don't even think you should be young, old enough, or smart enough, or wise enough for that thought to even come.
So with that being said, you're right. But with that being said, brother, the point is we teaching our people that we God's chosen people, the Israelites. That's our God-given nationality. That's who we are, blood-wise, so on and so forth.
Right. 100%.
So we agree with everything you said as far as throwing away black, African American, all these terms that they put on us.
Right.
And we going by what the Creator put on us.
That's
right. Because that's what matters at the end of the day. You would agree with, right? Mm-hmm. Right. So with that being said, like you said, you got the flyer. We gave you your flyer. So
ask for it.
Yeah. All praise to the Most High. So just continue to do research on these different things.
Bro,
you're much greater.
I'm a studier, bro.
All praise to the Most High.
I ain't got nothing but time. I'm 100%. You know what I'm saying?
All praise to the Most High. So
I study.
Yeah. So let's, Lord willing, those studies of different things lead you to be able to understand deeper and more about who we are according to what God said. You see what I'm saying?
Understand.
Right, for sure. You see what I'm saying? So all praise to the Most High. Y'all God's chosen people. Right, y'all the Israelites. Y'all brothers be safe while y'all out here, man. All praise to the Most High. Right. Hey, brother. Take a flyer. Y'all got 1 minute for one Bible verse? All right, y'all God's chosen people. All right, we got to repent. Keep these commandments, man. Right? Now let's go back to this. And
I got you.
Yeah.
Last time he had
Jeremiah 13. Right where you left off at. Right? So I might lose my mind if a brother tell me something about bombs, nukes, and bullets again, man.
Bomb takes and bullets.
Right? When is Jake gonna learn, man? Right? Obviously, for some of them, probably never. Right? Because we've been just recycling the same things over and over again. What did the Lord say? Well, I mean, the Lord said it too, but I mean, what they say the definition? That's insanity, man. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Right.
That's insanity. Read.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse number 8.
13.
Yeah. It's the book of Jeremiah 13 verse 8, and it reads, Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Thus said the Lord, after this manner will I mar the pride of Judah. Will I mar the pride of Judah?
That's exactly what happened to us, right? What's going on, brother? You trying to take a flyer? All right, brother. We love you, King, right? You guys, so people be safe while you out here. Say, therefore will I mar the pride of Judah, man. Right? Go to the book of go to Isaiah. Give me Isaiah chapter 42 and 24. Give me Isaiah chapter 42 and 24.
Book of Isaiah chapter 42, verse number 24.
You know.
Who gave Jacob for a spoil?
Right? Who gave Jacob to be destroyed? Man? That's what it's saying. Who gave Jacob to be destroyed? Who gave Jacob to go into slavery? Who gave Jacob to be destroyed mentally? Man? Who gave our people over to that? Right? What's going on? Sister trying to take a flyer? Now 1 minute for one Bible verse. Right? We out here trying to teach our people who we are according to the Most High God. You believe in God? Okay, you know what God called us? As a nation of people. I'm talking about our people. Do you know what he called us? All right, we need an answer, right? The Lord called us Israelites. Right? Have you ever heard of that before? Right, what you know about it?
I mean, my impression of Israelites isn't great.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. But I understand that though. Right? You had a bad, and when you say Israelites, are you talking about those Israelites over there?
Yeah.
I'm talking about in that land over there? Okay, right. So those are what you would call, what in the book of Revelation 2 and 9. Let me show you something. This is what the Lord, this is what Jesus Christ said about them.
It's the book of Revelation. Chapter 2 and verse 9, and it reads,
Bring it out.
I know thy works in tribulation,
And
in poverty.
Right? Aren't we going through tribulation and poverty as a people? Right, our people are going through these different things. Guess what? When you read the Bible, the Israelites was going through the same thing. Right? Even when Christ was on the earth, they was going through tribulation and poverty. A lot of people think they was living good. We wasn't. We was going through much of the same things we going through now. Right? Go ahead.
It says, but
My bad. A lot of people don't even know that the Romans was actually ruling over Jerusalem during that time period. Right? Just like how now America is ruling over us. Read.
it says, but thou art rich.
Right? Because we rich in the spirit because of who we are and the stock in which we come from as a people.
Right.
But well, watch this though. Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
You know what the word blasphemy means? Right? It means a great lie. Right? It said, but I know the blasphemy. Go ahead.
Of them that say they are Jews.
Them that say they are Jews and what?
It are not.
And are what?
And are not.
But wait.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
So even Christ himself called out how you got people referring to themselves as Jews and are not though. Right? Now, some people will say, how do we know that they not the Jews? How do we know that they not the real Israelites? Go to the book of Luke chapter 21 and verse 24, right? And give me the book of Ezekiel chapter 36 and 5, right? And give me 2 Chronicles chapter 20 and 7.
The book of St. Luke, chapter 21, and verse 24.
Bring it out.
It reads, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
This is Christ prophesying about what would happen to the Israelites. Read.
And shall be led away captive.
He said they shall fall by the edge of the sword and be led away captive, meaning go into slavery. Read.
Into all nations.
Into what?
Into all nations.
So he said they were going to end up being a slave unto all nations. We're going to finish this verse, but so far, have they been in slavery to all nations on the earth? No. No. In fact, they actually run almost like 65 to 70% of the world right now.
See that?
Right? And own all the banks. You understand? Even the TV stations, they own and control those. Everybody want to be a rapper nowadays. The so-called Jewish man, he run the whole music industry. Right? It ain't nothing they don't got control over.
Hospital.
Right?
I was just going to say, they were the ones that funded the slave ships that we got over here on.
Yeah, right. That's right. What's going on, family? Y'all got 1 minute to hear this one Bible verse? Go ahead.
Bring it on. And Jerusalem shall be... Luke 21 and verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations.
Right, we got led away captive into all nations throughout time. Silk Road slave trade, Sub-Saharan slave trade, transatlantic slave trade, many other different slave trades. Read.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
So not only would the Israelites go into slavery, be led captive into all nations on the earth, but also he said, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles. Meaning what? Meaning people who are not what? Meaning people who aren't the Israelites. What is that saying? Read that last part one more time.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
Go ahead.
And until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
It said until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. You ask anybody that know anything about the Bible, even if you ask your pastor, if the times of the Gentiles been fulfilled, he gonna tell you no. So what is this saying? That's saying that the people that's over there in that land right now literally cannot be the real Israelites because Christ out of his own mouth said that they would trodden down the land of Jerusalem until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So the people that's over there in that land right now are literally, based off of Christ's words and what he prophesied, are not the children of Israel.
Right.
Right? Let's read this up.
Ezekiel 36 verse 5, and it reads, Therefore, blessed the Lord God, truly in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen.
Right? He said, have I spoken against the residue of the heathen? He said, in the fire of my jealousy, my anger, read.
And against all Idumea.
Against all Idumea. That's the Greek way to say the Edomites, or the biblical nationality of so-called white man and woman. Read on.
Which have appointed my land.
They said, which have appointed my land. Who's known for stealing lands? We already know the answer to that. They walking on stolen land right now as we speak.
Right.
It's of their possession.
So they even stole the land of the Lord. It said, which have appointed my land into their possession. You understand? They got placed over there in that land by the UN in 1948. Right? That ain't in the Bible. And also in there, it talk about how what? It talks about, go to Ezekiel chapter 37. Ezekiel chapter 37 and start at verse 26, I believe.
Book of Ezekiel.
Start at 24.
Chapter 37 and verse 24, and it reads, In David, my servant shall be king over them, and they all shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments, and observe my statutes and do them.
So it's talking about when the Lord put the people back in the land, right? When it's talking about David, it's symbolized for who the world calls Christ. But read on. Watch this.
And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob.
And they shall dwell in the land that I have given to Jacob,
my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children, and their children's children forever.
Read.
And my servant David shall be their prince forever.
Read.
Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them.
I will make a what?
I will make a covenant of peace with them.
It said, I will make a covenant of peace with them in that land. Is it peace going on over there? It ain't been peace literally since they got in the land.
Right.
It's ever since they literally got in that land over there in 1948, it literally been wars going on since. Right. Another tale of how we know those people over there are not the true children of Israel. Because all these things that are prophecies, they don't fit. Right? What's another main thing that they don't fit, right? Go to 28 and 68.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse number 68.
Bring it out.
And it reads thus.
Right? Watch this. You gotta go. That's all good. This is the last one for you then.
And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt, again with ships.
Right? That word Egypt going means bondage, slavery, or captivity. Go back to the Hebrew word matazariah. It said the Lord will bring thee into Egypt, meaning bondage, slavery, captivity. Again, how?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America? On the ship. So far, this got to be talking about who? Because did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? No. A specific group of people went into slavery on ships, correct? So far, who is this talking about?
Sound like us.
Gotta be talking about us. So far. Let's finish the verse and then you can go, sister.
It says, and the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt, again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold to your enemies for bondman and bondwoman, and no man shall buy you.
That word bond means redeemed, because we still in a land that we was forcibly taken to, so we haven't been redeemed as a people. You see what I'm saying? We still in a land that we was forcibly brought to, and if you want to leave this land, you got to get a passport.
Right.
Right, so what is that saying? You got to get a pass. And some people can't even leave if they got certain stuff on their record.
Right. That.
They hold you hostage. Right? So with that being said, you just learn, Lord willing. Do that make sense? Do these things that we brought out to you make sense?
Yeah.
So when you walk away from here, who do you believe are the Israelites then?
Sound like I'm the Israelite.
That's right. That's the
right,
point, sister. That's literally the point. Point is, sister, you are God's chosen people, the Israelites. We're those Israelites. We're God's chosen people that you read about in the Bible. So when you read in the Bible, you read in your history. You understand? And that's what we just showed unto you. Right? So with that being said, sister, right, you would your father be a so-called, according to society, an African American?
He's Creole, but yeah.
Okay, Creole. All right, so sister, you would be an Israelite, right, from the tribe of, from the tribe of Levi, right? That's your God-given nationality. See what I'm saying? So you would be an Israelite from the tribe of Levi, right? That's the same tribe Moses came from.
Right.
Right? It's a beautiful thing, right? So when you walk away, what's your nationality? What did God call you?
I'm an Israelite.
That's right, sister. Right? Don't ever forget it, okay? And it's more than just knowing that. It's things that we gotta follow. It's things that we gotta obey, so we can get back to our highest state. Because right now we at a lower state right now as a people. But that's why we need more sisters and brothers like you, willing to listen, willing to learn, and willing to understand that we more than black people.
Right.
That we more than African Americans. Because all the terms that our people call themselves now is all the terms that our oppressor told us. So who we gonna believe? We gonna go based off what our oppressor told us or what the Most High God told us?
What the Creator?
Right. And what did the Creator call you one last time?
An Israelite.
That's right, sister. All right. So you be safe while you're down here, okay? All praise to the Most High God. We appreciate you for stopping. What's going on, King? Did you get a flyer earlier? Yeah. What's your nationality? You are a king. You a king for sure. Check that flyer out and learn what God called you, because you much more than black. All right, brother? All praise. Be safe while you're down here, King. All right? Right. So we're gonna continue on with the words of the Lord. Right? Give me that in Amos chapter 6 and 8.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 6 and verse number 8.
Bring it out.
The Lord God has sworn by himself, said the Lord God of hosts, I abhor the excellency of Jacob.
He said what?
I abhor the excellency of Jacob.
He said, I abhor, man. I mean, I hate the excellency of Jacob, man. Read.
And hate his palaces.
And what?
And hate his palaces.
Read.
Therefore will I deliver up the city with all that is therein.
You see that? The Lord said, man, I hate the excellency of Jacob, man. Right? And the things that they try to build up, the things that they try to put forth, the things that they try to have fun in, man. And we had a brother walking past here last night. He had damn, what's going on, family? You got 1 minute for one Bible verse, the verse of the day. I can keep going.
Thank you, Lord.
What verse is that? All right, y'all God's chosen people, sisters, all right? We got to repent, keep the commandments. Y'all be safe while y'all down here. Right? What's going on, brother? You got 1 minute to hear one Bible verse? Hey, you just smiled? Yeah, we ain't over there, brother. We over right here, brother. Right? Right, so look. The Lord's... The Lord... Right, the Lord don't like this shit. Straight up again. The Lord don't like this shit. Right. Y'all God's chosen people, family. We the Israelites, right? Y'all be safe while y'all down here. Right? The Lord said, I hate the excellency of Jacob, man. Why? Because like we was talking about yesterday, Jacob be in the worst condition ever and find some type of light in it, man. Not understanding that this is a punishment. We had a brother walk past here last night. He had damn red, white, and blue socks on, and it was pulled all the way up, right? And he had an Indiana hat. It was cocked to the back. He said, man, who? He said, ooh, I love my city. Me and the brother was like, what? He said it more mighty than brothers be saying what nationality they are, man. He said, ooh, I love my city. But the brother said something. He said, man, Jake loved his captivity, man. Jake loved, that's the thing. Jake loved their captivity, man. Right? Jake don't even be knowing that they in captivity, man. Right? But give me that in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7. Right? Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and 7.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse number 7.
Bring it out.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
What's the man? We bring this out, or we paraphrase it a lot. All right, what's going on, King? Y'all trying to take a flyer for us? All right, brothers, y'all guys, some people, we got to repent, keep the commandments. Y'all be safe while y'all down here. It says surely oppression, but it said make it a wise man mad, man. So a wise man is gonna understand these things, and he's gonna be mad at it, man. He's gonna be mad at the state of his people. What's going on, brother?
Same old.
Same old. Can we bring something new to you then?
Go ahead.
All right, we're gonna bring something new to you. Give me that in the book of Isaiah chapter 42 and 24, Papa Bishop.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse number 24.
Bring it out.
And it reads thus: Who gave Jacob for a spoil, and Israel to the robbers?
Right, it said, who gave Jacob for a spoil, meaning to be destroyed? See what I'm saying? Who gave Israel and Jacob to robbers? Right? Wouldn't you say that we got stolen? Right? Would you say we got robbed?
Yep.
All right. Would you say we've been destroyed as a people?
They tried to.
They tried, but they succeeded in the one way. How did they succeed? Mentally. When you say a lot of our people are destroyed mentally, and when I say destroyed, we put things that are evil for good, and the things that are good, we put them and set them as evil. Our minds are backwards nowadays. Not everybody, but a lot of our people minds are backwards. You see what I'm saying? We think that it's okay, and we justified in doing stuff like killing one another, right? But say, excuse me, sir, to the so-called white man, right? We'll treat the other nations better than we treat our own people, unfortunately.
That's true.
Right? So that's why the Lord said the earth is out of course. But what's the point of all that? Right? Why did we get given over into those different things? Right? Go to the book of Zechariah 11:5. Right? I want to show you one more thing real quick. Going into something that we relate to as a people.
Book of Zechariah, chapter 11, and verse number 5. It reads, whose possessors slay them.
When you say we're possessed as a people, when I say possessed, I mean we in a landmass that we was forcibly taken to, right? And as soon as we born, they give you a number, right? And if you want to leave, you got to ask for a pass in order to leave. You understand? If you don't pay taxes, they'll get up with you, right? Certain things that if you don't do, they'll get up with you for it, right? Don't pay property. If you own the home, right, or you paying off a home and you don't pay your property taxes, what can they do?
Take you home.
They can take you home.
Yep.
Right, eyes up, brother, eyes up. Right, let's read on.
Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
And hold themselves what?
And hold themselves not guilty.
When you say we're possessed as a people, you agree. And then don't you agree that, or would you agree that we get slayed as a people? Meaning we get killed and then they hold themselves not guilty?
Yeah, that's happened.
Yeah. It's happened a lot, unfortunately.
It still happens.
Yeah, it still happens. Guess what? It was, right.
Getting away with it.
Right. But guess what?
I gotta go, man.
It was the best part was coming up. You got time for the best part? Last one? All right, best part. Deuteronomy 26. This is the best part right here. I'm gonna speed it up real fast. It's just one verse. We're gonna read it for you. There you can go, King. All right.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
What?
With ships.
How we get to America? On the ship, right? Right, on boats, right? Moses was telling the Israelites that they was going to go into slavery via slave ships. That's in the Bible. I said Moses was telling the Israelites that they was going to go into slavery via slave ships. That was in the Bible. We just read it. And guess who that happened to? Did that happen to everybody on the face of the earth? Right, it happened to us. So by default, wouldn't we have to be these people that we reading about right now? I mean, by default, gotta be these people. And the name of these people are called the Israelites.
Right.
The Israelites. So if Moses told the Israelites that they was going to go into slavery on ships, and obviously we are descendants of those that went into slavery on ships, wouldn't that make us the Israelites?
Sounds like it.
It sounds, pretty much sound like it.
All right.
All right, did you get a flyer earlier?
Nah, I'm good, though.
You good, though?
I see y'all.
You want to learn more about being an Israelite, brother?
Levi.
All right, y'all guys, chosen people. All right, we got to repent, keep the commandments, and we got to start caring, man.
Right.
Right? Go back to that announcement.
With ship!
With what?
With ship!
With what?
With ship!
How did we get to America? On ships, right? So, did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself, know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. What? As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night.
Right.
The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back, man. Right. Nobody knows.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. What? For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right? The wisdom of the Lord, man, right? And the wisdom of life is more moving than any emotion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man, right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man, right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed, right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle, right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man.
Right.
Oh, you're going crazy.